Good afternoon. Over the past few months, I've had the privilege of meeting a wide cross-section of the good people of the New York 54th District. I have learned a few things about you, the people, the families, the small businesses I seek to represent in Albany. I would like you to know I have listened and I am ready to act. First, you are proud of your neighborhoods, you love our way of life, and you need to see that everything good about this area is protected for you, but also for your children and grandchildren. I hear you. I am ready to go to work on day one to introduce and support legislation that will protect our lake shores from erosion as well as other environmental threats. To our waterfront communities, I will continue to support the creation of living wage jobs so that you can raise your children and they are not forced to leave the area to raise their own. I will work to create an environment that will encourage business growth and expansion through small business tax breaks, elimination of bureaucratic red tape, ending harmful regulations that allow the government to determine economic winners and losers. Albany needs to hear that we will no longer support runaway state spending and economic policies that favor downstate issues. The property taxes in upstate New York are driven up by unfunded mandates, forced of our county governments by Albany. In my home county of Wayne, 99 cents of every tax dollar raised goes towards a state mandate. Protecting the STAR and the Enhanced STAR rebate programs are important, but if we want to get to the core of the property tax issue, we must address Albany's unfunded mandates. As a farmer myself, I appreciate more than anyone in this race the importance agriculture plays in our region. The rising minimum wage and falling crop and milk prices are hurting this pillar of our local economy. Farmers understand what farmers need. As your state senator, I will see that the needs of agribusiness are met. You want me to support our local economy and help everyone who seeks to continue a heritage in this area. I hear you, and I am more than ready to begin. Second, you are angry. You want someone to represent you in Albany and stand strong to face of the rampant corruption and liberal ideas which erode our freedom and our way of life. I hear you. I support the implementation of term limits and immediate pension forfeiture for public officials convicted of corruption. I believe the Second Amendment to the Constitution is as viable today as it was over 200 years ago. Law-abiding citizens in a free country should not be robbed of their right to bear arms. Our teachers are overburdened and plagued with a system which forces them to teach to the test, rather than the well-being of our individual children. I support the dismantling of Common Core in our schools and will work until this is done. Lastly, you want to be able to take care of your own. I definitely hear you. As a veteran of the U.S. Army, I understand the sacrifices made by our men and women in uniform. I am committed to seeing that they are fairly treated when they return home. Veterans have a lot to offer upstate New York, even after they take off the uniform and return to civilian life. As your next state senator, I will fight for veterans, medical care, and the expansion of job training programs so that veterans who are struggling after returning home can enjoy the way of life they have sacrificed to defend. They have done their part, and with your help, we will do ours. Abraham Lincoln said it best, "You can't please all the people all the time. No one knows this better than me." I am fresh from the battle of guiding a voter-mandated village dissolution, where emotions ran high and a cool head and a steady hand was needed at the helm. I know better than anyone that mudslinging and finger-pointing never accomplished anything but division. To those who believe silent, single-minded focus on the issues at hand looks like a weakness, check again. My record of accomplishments is long and clean. Remember, those who can't talk long and loud. Those who can, do. Thank you for sharing your handshakes, your questions, and your opinions with me this past summer. I am more convinced now than ever before that I am the man with the knowledge, the experience, the integrity, and most importantly, the ear to represent you and your family, because I hear you and I have my marching orders now, and I am ready to fight for you in Albany. I'm Brian Manktelow, and I approve this message.